Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the journey of Grandiasha. So, we are officially on episode 80. We are 20 episodes away from episode 100. We are 80 episodes in to a wonderful and amazing campaign. We are so far along in the story. Wild. So, welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for finding yourselves here at the bonfire to listen to more stories from the Will-O-Wisps themselves. Tonight's story is a additional story, a continuation of the journey of Grandiasha. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are all so happy to have you here, if you couldn't tell. Now, got distracted. Last we had left off, and last our wonderful players were here, Dwindle found himself face to face to a rather dangerous situation. He finds himself standing before the king himself, the High King of Flammenbroth. Flammenbroth being the mountain of the dwarves, the hidden away and well-guarded kingdom of the dwarves within the Forest of Life. After a long and rather I had the word. After a long and rather interesting story, Dwindle found himself not only listened to, but pardoned, at least for now. After explaining everything that had happened, what he's searching for, what he is helping to deal with. What? What the fuck?
Not bad.
It only happens when I'm streaming.
Yes.
Only happens when I'm streaming.
Yep.
I need a standing desk. Anyway, after a long, continuous story of his follies, his grandiose experiences, and his new goals, Dwindle found himself freed. For now, he is under the decision of his grandfather. Motherfucker.
It's not a Will-O-Wisp stream without technical difficulties and Will yawning.
I don't understand. I'm not tired.
It's too
Your brain
relaxed.
just needs oxygen.
I guess I'm fucking blowing so much air out my ass that it needs to replenish, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk, I guess.
A squared plus b squared
Now,
equals c.
under the a squared plus b squared equals c squared, that's Pythagorean theorem. I asked my grandmother the last time she used Pythagorean theorem. She looked me dead in the face and said, "The what?"
You were born many children for Battleraggers.
Anyway,
Well, A squared plus B squared.
So,
There it is.
Dwindle
Say B.
found himself not only listened to, freed, and under the watchful eye of his grandfather now. He found himself released from the High King's palace. However, he's still uncertain as to whether or not his position as a guard is still standing, as that decision is to be left in his grandfather's hands. After leaving the High King's palace, however, he found 3 figures standing and waiting after the crowd had cleared, as if they had been standing there watching, carefully listening and waiting. Dwindle's mother, Dwindle's brother, and Dwindle's first daughter. Now, they make their way back to Dwindle's family home.
He does stop. Oh. Orvan's got a pot on the back of his shed. I should probably tell him.
Is it looking?
So, Dwindle, Nyla, and May are currently being led by Dwindle's mother, who Nyla and May is not here at the moment, so she is staying quiet.
He said that she actually is here, at least will be in a second.
Oh, neat. Perfect. That's great.
Nyla's just kind of following the party, kind of grumpy, like, kind of waiting her turn to yell at Dwindle a little bit. But also very curious to see what happens with the rest of them.
Now, Dwindle, at the end of our last session, Dwindle did hear a voice.
Yeah, find the sigils. You don't know what the sigils are.
Well, that is up to Dwindle to find out, it would seem.
Nope, he's just going.
Odile,
he's
get
just
that out of your
talking.
mouth. That's a wire. Get that out of your mouth.
But it's spicy.
James?
I deal the time with nails. Especially magnesium.
I say you're supposed to nail that too.
Amazing, I haven't died yet.
my D&D games are going to be the reason I have gray hairs. Not
You don't already
kids.
have
You
gray hair,
already?
Stella?
Huh?
You don't already?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
I'd hope not.
We haven't already given any gray hairs. Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Here.
I would hope
Here,
not.
Burger.
Mm, 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 mm.
It was hard though.
Nonetheless.
Things do math.
So, May is staying silent. Nyla is following along grumpily. Dwindle is being led by his mother.
He's just trying. So what are we going to do about the river? He's got a pot on the back of his in his shed.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. You've got me
Yeah,
fucking doing the wrong voice. I was mimicking. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that.
You heard me through? That's how we came here. Apparently magic. I had to think of a door or something.
You didn't come through the front gate?
No,
And your companions followed you?
I told him not to.
We're going to keep that little detail from your grandfather, okay?
I think I already said that.
Then you better hope that he's not going to say anything about it.
Nyla kind of raises her hand. I think you said that you told us not to follow. I don't think you said anything about the magic door.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Then not
Oh,
a
no.
word to your grandfather.
As you command.
You know how he feels about magic.
Yeah. Rubbed off on me too, but they corrupted me. It's useful, but extremely dangerous. I don't
Of
trust
course
still.
it is. That's the whole point. Have you never read any books? Anything?
Forging, grandfather's forge. But
That
he
old...
said not to what? Not said not to watch. Read the magic.
Your grandfather is an old twat. We don't have any magic books at the house. There are stories of heroes that use a magical friend. Oh, there's May.
He always called it hubbub and cheating.
Well, he's not exactly wrong, but he's not exactly right. Hi, May.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
How is May?
Is good. How is y'all?
I assume you're not turning your camera on?
I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to
You're
get
fine.
myself together.
You don't have to. It's not
It's
necessary.
Okay. Okay, not tonight.
I'm never gonna force
I'm so
any of you to put on your cameras. You know that. All of y'all know that. All of my players know that.
There. Ah!
Okay.
Wow.
Ah!
That was a wake up. That was a wake up call.
Hello.
There you go.
Was it that loud? I'm so sorry.
It wasn't that you were loud, it's that you're also right in our ears.
It was
I
a
am.
surprise too.
Surprise attack. Oh, there it goes.
I'm good. You're not in my ear tonight.
Psychic damage.
Mm.
Ah. We're moving things live.
Well,
There we go.
honey, where's my super suit?
There we go.
Super, super.
It's not like anybody watches this anyway. It's fine. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
People don't watch us because we're perfect. They watch us because I have technical difficulties every fucking stream.
They watch us
Really
feel better
fun.
about themselves.
Oh. you
They
messed
watch
with
us
them.
from chaos.
Nonetheless,
Mhm.
May, you have returned to you, Nyla, and Dwindle being led by Dwindle's mother, brother, and his first daughter on his shoulders through the Great Hall as you all are talking. And Dwindle has revealed to his mother about the portal in the backyard of a family friend. To which his mother has responded, "Not a fucking word to your grandfather."
Mhm. Mm. Okay. Okay.
So, what's everybody doing?
Walking.
That's it? Just gonna walk in silence?
Walk. Explain. Hammer. Tail. Venture.
It's frog blink.
I'm probably gonna repeat the whole story of the entire venture about 25 times by the end of the day.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
May's gonna be good May. And not cause problems.
For now.
For
She's
now.
gonna try to keep her head low and try to not reveal how much she uses magic around these parts.
May's gonna try and not get mad, yeah.
Gonna try to wait until they get back to the manor before that kind of thing comes out.
Mhm. Yes.
With Geico, we can easily.
Yep, is my homework done for the day. Yay.
That's good. So, you all make your way through the city proper, as the Great Hall itself is the bustling main city center of this massive dwarven stronghold. The massive temple, the multiple buildings, the amphitheater that stands tall, the river passing through, this city is beautiful. And there is a myriad of dark browns, blacks, ginger reds, hazels of hair, and this city full of dwarves of different sizes, shapes, backgrounds, looks, jobs. This bustling city thrives and returns to its normalcy after Dwindle's interesting interaction with the king that none of them saw from the inside. As you all walk, there are still a number of people who kind of glance at Dwindle, and a few that stare at him as he walks by. But a number of them seem to be kind of in their own spaces. But you all slowly make your way through the city. Through this grand display of dwarven architecture. Dwindle, where is it that your home is once again? If you'd be so kind.
Got me chewing.
Hmm?
Got me chewing. It is a combination of 4 and 3 on the great.
On the noble quarter?
I'm looking for a noble quarter. Yeah, 3 and 4.
Gotcha. There we go. You all are led through the city proper, up to the northern part of the great halls, and find yourselves being led into the noble quarter, where you see a number of guards patrolling, and a number of them are looking at Dwindle. And with his mark of being a guard no longer on him, they simply give him a nod without saying a word and continuing their duties. But you all make your way up and along the river's stony bank. You find yourselves at the door of Dwindle's home. Dwindle, I would like a perception check, if you'd be so kind.
To me, Mario. That's a horrible, actually not too bad, I guess. 13?
A 13? Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You all get to the door, and Dwindle's mother swings it open, being the first to step inside the threshold. Dwindle, feel free to describe your family home as you all make your way in.
Okay. I had a script ready and now it's gone. So first thing you notice is probably the giant waterfall. There is a gigantic, I can't remember the actual length, was it 100 foot or 80 foot, Will, or forgive me number. But it's a giant waterfall that looks like to be one of the main sources of water for the entire city. And along its edge, and the little ravine that is created, stands this massive dwarven fortress of a sort, where it is about, it has 4 layers of, it itself is 4 separate layers. Each layer having different sets of homes, buildings, and different types of living quarters, as well as just menial items and buildings. It is not small by any means. It is a grand, in best words, it is a villa of multiple stations. There is around the area many forges, about 5 in total. And these aren't your normal size forges, these are big, massive basin fire forges, and the sound of hammering is heard and echoes about the area. Outside it, there's a 25-foot wall that surrounds, that separates the city from the villa itself, and upon it lays is a few guard post tops along its wall, and the wall itself travels all the way to the ravine where it just kind of ends. As if you can scale a ravine, you can scale a wall. It is beautiful, extremely well crafted. At the same time, you get the feeling that they're not trying to show off. It's like, oh, it's big, 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 but don't look at us, okay? Just don't look at it.
It's pure necessity.
There's a lot of questionable railways from piece to piece, but it is what it is. And I must go shut up the dogs. Eh.
Dwindle's mother continues into the home and finds herself a comfortable place to sit as she looks to Dwindle and the other, and you two following behind him. His brother going off to find another room as his mother sits. Dwindle's mother grabs a wooden pipe from the table side next to her, and she packs it with something before she then lights it with a small matchstick and begins puffing on this pipe. Well, find the seat You're not going anywhere anytime soon, I don't believe, at least.
No, I don't
What?
think I will. At least a night or two. Unless Gramps has anything to say about it. And just sits down and just takes off the armor and is just.
You all are safe here. If you'd like to follow suit in my wonderful son's respectable manner and take your armor off, kick your feet up. So, Dwindle,
Aye.
two of your compatriots are here. Based on the story that you've told, you've got a few other ones.
9 goats. No, 7 goats. I lose track. There's so many. I love them all. 7 goats, a fairy, and
A ghost.
automaton dog.
She looks at
I,
Nyla. Her eyes kind of narrowed as she just kind of stares at Nyla for a minute. Yes, I suppose we all have our own ghosts to deal with.
no, it's a natural ghost, mother. Bound to an item.
She then takes a long puff of the pipe as she just kind of stares at Dwindle now. I'm not going to ask any further questions about that. You're not going to tell anything further about that.
And a talking plant.
She then just takes another long puff of her pipe.
I thought it had been burned up by now.
You also
Oh,
notice that she
guys.
has not been breathing out whatever it is that she's puffing in.
No. You should see what he reads.
No. No, absolutely not.
What? Didn't.
She
No.
then looks to Dwindle. I'm just glad that you found yourself some friends that are as crazy as you are.
I have friends, compatriots, acquaintances, brothers at arms.
You had people you worked with.
There's always Overn.
He's your only other friend. The only other one that I think I have ever seen you interact with differently.
Oh, there's that. Oh no, he died in the war. Starts pointing on fingers. Died to giant. Died to Yuglock. Died
Once
to
May is
Ooze.
done with
Fell
her
down.
armor, she's just gonna give him a really big hug. Like not crouching to his height. She's gonna like side hug him and like ruffle his hair.
It's just push. Literally.
We love you too, buddy. It's okay.
just takes off her boots and like brushes off her armor, but doesn't take it off, and then sits down, very gingerly.
So is the ferry busy, or?
No, I don't know. She's actually the one that listens.
Well,
The ghost is with her, don't worry.
I don't care. I don't want to hear
Where is
about
the
it.
flower? Did you ever pick up Garmador?
Oh, I left him inside the wagon.
No, he's back in the mansion.
Hmm.
That was the whole thing with me and Nyla.
True. He's fine.
Okay, fine.
Odile just hears down the hall, Commodore, guardian of the mansion. And
The little
then,
patterns.
Mhm.
No! No!
Yes, very, very light pitter patters.
Someone should, someone go get him. Dress up. So one of the clan is going to chop that feather into feather. No. He's going to go get Commodore, apparently. Because he will die here.
He's not there. He's at the mansion with me.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's with me.
Yeah.
You're safe. I'm hearing him.
Odile's the one that hears him just flying down one of the hallways outside. They're upstairs.
Everywhere.
Mhm.
He's just having a blast.
There is one project that I've been working on that I don't know.
Odile is almost 100% positive he is absolutely lost and actually has no idea where he's going.
Making a war wagon of sorts. It's turning out great. Need a lot more iron. Need a lot more good steel.
Hmm.
Oh, right, taxes. Opposite the bag. 1 platinum bar. 2 platinum bar.
As he starts ruffling through his bag initially, she starts to pad a little bit more into the pipe. And as she watches the metal, you just kind of watch her just stare at his as it starts to pile up, and the drag that she's taking just gets longer and longer as she just watches each individual bar. A few minutes pass, and the brother comes back with a platter of cookies, actually.
Rockets! Yay!
He sets it in the middle of the table, and it is a very large platter of what looks to be just these massive discs with what looks to be like caramel in the center on top, but it's like hardened.
Picks it up, starts warming it by the fire. Starts getting gooey again. Just. Oh, there's five. I took out 3 gold bars and 2 platinum bars.
After you stop taking bars out of the bag, she seems to slowly remove the pipe, and she just sits there for a minute. As you watch her basically swallow down whatever it is she just took in. And then she just kind of stares at the bars and goes, and he wonders why a dragon woke up.
It wasn't my fault that we didn't know it was there. And I'm surprised it didn't wake up earlier.
Well, I suppose you don't wake up to things until you start getting moved around and shifted and poked.
Well, the ghost should have said it was there. Honest, it's lived there for how many centuries, and surely you could tell if there's a dragon there.
That's not my argument to have. You have it with your own compatriots, and you can deal with that issue as you please. I have no further questions. I'm fine with the gold and the platinum.
Hands it over. Hands it over about.
Rick, how much is this? A lot. I mean, if you're coming up with price platinum bars, so each one's like £10.
Oh, but he just gave like 3,000 gold over. 5,000.
The platinum bars are the same size as a gold bar.
So each gold bar is 250. Because each bar is £5. So each platinum bar is 500. Oh, I need one more gold bar out. Does math, just takes out another one. There we are, 10th of the share.
Thank you for giving me your funeral costs. How would you like your casket?
Andesite would be lovely.
Well, you can talk to your grandfather and see if he'll allow you a coffin, or if you'll just be put in the river.
My money's toward the river.
Mine's not. I'm keeping mine. Nonetheless, the brother then scoops up the bars and takes them to another room.
I was just enjoying the silence. The water. Or waterfall. Oh, sweet home. Followed by dong with the mass explosion of smithing going in the background. There it is.
Let's
I
not
didn't
all
think
speak
so
at
many
once.
people could be like Dwindle. This is like there are so many Dwindles. It's kind of getting hard to keep track.
I would keep your racial slurs to yourself here. There's a
And then
lot of them that
your
are not
family.
even half my present, half my patience.
I didn't mean it as a slur. I'm sorry if you took it like that. I meant your family. No wonder where you get that from. That hard head. Literally.
I thought I got my hard head from Grapple smacking me so many times.
That could be it too.
One way for something to be hereditary.
Yeah, and then my father threw me off into the river.
Oh, you're not going into the river anytime soon, right?
That
You
is yet
were-
to be decided.
You were 8 and you didn't know how to swim yet, so I mean,
A 50-foot
Oh.
fall is still a 50-foot fall.
you figured it out.
Aye. Aye.
Wendell, how old are you?
Keep smacking my head too many times. I keep ringing. I'm 110, right? Looks to his mother. Age is just a number now. They don't really care about it. It's like,
Every time you mention your age, you make me feel old. You realize that, right?
Nay.
Not old, aged, like a fine wine.
As sweet as you think that sounds, aged is still the word that you used.
Has been ever so slowly nudging his way close to his mother's chair and is trying to pick up the hammer that she has on the side.
I will say attempt to make a stealth check.
14 plus, I don't have disadvantage anymore because I'm not wearing the armor. Sweet, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And now a sleight of hand.
5. It just... It's the table.
Do you need something?
No. Just look curious about how many more wonderful marks it's received.
That's for your grandfather to choose if you get to tell.
Aye.
However,
This is-
in lieu of the fact that you're probably not going to make it out alive tonight, go on ahead and look.
Aye. Just looking at the forge hammer.
Does our mind stuff still work, Nyla, currently?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember how many hours it was for.
I think it was 5, but I don't know how much time is spent.
Alright.
Looks to Nyla. Can other people go through the portal?
I have no idea. Wait, no, I do have an idea. We got brought through the portal, didn't we? So probably.
Oh no.
Till we close it back up. They can't do it if it's not there anymore.
I'm more worried about. Oh no.
What?
Well, Orphan has no idea what's in his shed.
The dude that the portal went into his yard?
Yeah, my shield brother,
Oh.
who, if I remember correctly, before my expedition or fall, was training. What was it? 12 new shield brothers? Sorry, new shield warriors in his backyard.
Possibility all of them are gonna go through the portal without realizing it and then just kind of end up with Odd.
I highly doubt that they won't unknowingly go through it. I fear a swarm.
Hmm.
Or pincer attack.
No, the only way to know for sure is after we go back through, but clearly we can't do that yet.
Do you think it would be good for one of us to go back and keep an eye out on the door?
I would like to tell Orphan, but I am. Holds up a leg, it has a little chain on it.
Oh no, there's no chain on your leg. There's nothing. You were let loose and told that if these two cause issues, you're the one who takes the penalty of the crime, and you were told that your grandfather has full rights over whether or not you remain a guard of Flammenbroth.
Yeah.
I know you have stuff to work through before then, and believe me, we're gonna have words when we get back. I'll go. I'm gonna be more subtle about it, and I'm pretty sure May is gonna get lost if she tries.
I'd say going by yourself is a bit of a choice, considering where you are, but
I don't
we get
think
it.
that's a great idea.
you came to this space with dwarves. If you leave by yourself, you're gonna be an outsider in the noble quarter. You may get arrested. Just keep that in mind.
I'm pretty subtle, but you know, it is always a risk. If Dwindle's worried about people getting, both ways, I think I'm our best shot at the moment with all the stuff you got to resolve here. And I really don't want to leave Dwindle alone again after everything that happened.
Well then, how about you take him with you? And you all just clear out for a bit. From what I remember, your grandfather won't be back until later. So you have the choice to make of survive and run, or clean up and come back. Or you can stay. It's up to you. I'm not gonna throw you out.
Survive and run sounds pretty good, but Dwindle, what is your
No.
choice?
No running. Don't run.
I mean, Vanderbond made cookies, so you're free to stay and snack after all. And as they're making their decision, Odio, you said you're sitting in the room with the portal, right?
No. I've been just doing random things throughout the house.
Perception check, please.
Oh, okay.
We're too late.
Probably. Green or purple? Green or
Cool.
purple?
Purple.
Huh? Purple? Okay.
73.
I'm spree.
Okay. 13.
A 13?
Mhm.
I'm Capador. Get out of there.
No.
You're making your way down one of the halls. And as you're walking along, you notice, as you pass it, the hall that leads down the way towards the staircase that leads to the door. You notice there's a figure standing in the hall. Short and stocky, armored, with a ginger beard tied at the end with a small tuft, and an axe in hand as he looks around, somewhat confused. And he locks eyes with you.
Hey there, buddy. How'd you get in here?
He then stands up straighter as he holds the axe a little higher now, and he tosses it to his other hand before grabbing the bottom of the handle with the hand he had just tossed it from. Why is there a portal connected from this place to my yard? As he then begins walking forward towards you.
Hey, okay. Hold on. Please put the axe down a little bit, okay? See, hands are up, okay? I'm not... Okay?
Aw.
Alright. I have my gloves on, so... You can't see the claw. Oh. Okay? Okay. Chill. You say there's a portal to your backyard. Where's your backyard? Generalized location.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah, we're done using those dice. It's gonna be this show. Another negative. That's a 3.
He continues walking towards you, axe ready. The portal's connected, which means you know where. Why is there a portal? As he starts now jogging towards you.
I tap Rovan in his head, and Rovan gets into guard mode and starts growling.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't start coming at me, buddy. You're the one that made the portal. I'm not the one that made the portal. Will did. So I don't know where it went.
Initiative.
I mean it. I don't want to hurt you. Really?
Yeah, it's another Battlerager in the full battle mode. And he's in his stance. Oh, boy.
Let's say plus 4, so that's a 19. It's a flat, which is a 12. Alright. Let's... Okay. I wasn't expecting to fight, but okay.
This is one way to get Odd into the portal. I'm kind of worried about the St. Shell beat. Yeah, but
No. Okay, let's do this.
hopefully. I feel the sun and the sickness in the forest. We should go back.
Let's see. There she is.
Oh, are you making me a thing on Roll20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, really? You signed me out?
You remember that thing I really hate?
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
Just don't let him
Thank you for
grab
the permission.
Don't.
I was already
don't-
thinking it too.
Don't let him grab you. Will didn't describe the armor well enough to the point. It's like Dwindle's. He's a Battlerager.
Mm-hmm. And you notice the spikes
do I have
that
the
are not
promotion?
as prominent as Dwindle's, but they are there. There's smaller, but a lot more spikes.
How tall is he compared to me?
He's around Dwindle's height.
Okay, so he's half my height.
You mean double?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. My brain doesn't do that. Sorry. So yeah,
You said half your height.
yeah. So my brain does opposite. Sorry. Yeah, half. You make another odd, it's half. So yeah, the double. Yeah. Don't worry, I know.
There we go.
I don't do math. That's why I couldn't help you with your homework. You're gonna come back to a dead fairy.
I hope not.
Hopefully not.
I don't know how much training he's done since then. He could have leveled up by then. I don't know.
Oh, that's not it.
You could have the leap property for all I know.
There we go.
I don't really have a lot of stuff.
Oh boy.
Don't forget your long rest. Don't forget your long rest.
Hmm?
Don't forget your
So-
long rest.
I don't think we had a long rest.
Yeah, we had a long rest.
No. It's only been a few hours since we fought the
This is
Russians.
all the same day.
Same day as
What?
Russians.
What?
Uh-huh.
I thought
Uh-huh.
we rested. I thought we rested. We
No.
didn't rest. Oh no.
It's all the same day.
Oh no.
That's why I'm also looking at my HP.
Oh gosh, how low are we?
Totally killed that fairy. If that answers your question.
We struggling out here, I'm not gonna lie.
I have a buddy on his claw. Soon then.
Oh boy.
Why are you doing this to me?
So,
Why are you making me do a lot of 101? You're putting the glass character in this too.
yeah.
That was the glass tempered.
I mean, I can do something. I'll be really bad if I do that.
It'll be
You could always
fine.
try and command. You could
It'll
always
be last
try and
resort.
command Eddie.
I mean, I now know he can be a little night boy, but
There we go.
he's probably just like,
Artificer's officially a summoner.
yeah.
You fight with summons.
I
So,
somehow turned into a necromancer.
that is initiative. I need your initiative roll.
So I got a 19 and Robon got a 12. And I'm just waiting for the thing on roll 20.
All right.
Everybody pray for me.
There you go.
You'll be fine.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
All right. So, Odile, you're going first.
Oh, of course I am. How far is he? Where's my measure rank? Oh my god!
This is who Odile sees.
He looks, interesting, to say the least. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Without the bloodied axe
Yet.
Mhm.
yet.
Yet.
Can I use that as a bonus? You sure I can use that as a reaction? Okay, sorry. Checking the thing. Okay.
Go on, go. Go on, go.
Okay. Buddy, I really mean it. I don't want to hurt you. Stop. I'm holding a bonus action to cast shield on myself if he attacks.
So you can't hold a bonus action, but shield is thankfully a reaction.
Okay.
Which
That's
means...
what I was trying to look at.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Sorry.
You're fine. But you do
I'm
have
trying to
your
see if I
action.
can persuade without hurting him.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt him yet. Until he tries to hurt me. Then I will.
Well, he's currently
he's
running
dead.
at you with axe ready to go.
Okay, fine. Heat armor. Heat
Oh.
metal. Automatic heat metal. Sorry.
And... Oh. I don't remember how heat metal reacts when it's armor.
It
It's
burns.
been a while since we did it
It
to
burns.
Wendell. Sally.
It burns. This is
I do know it's 2d8, though.
Mm-hmm.
And until it ends, I can keep, causing damage on each of my bonus actions, too.
So, go on ahead and roll your damage.
Tell me how I forgot what a D8 looks like. Found it.
There are a lot of D8. There are a lot of dice to look at, so...
They're in my cauldron. How's 12? I got 8 on the first roll. That was nice.
12 will do, as you are now watching as his armor begins to turn a bright orange.
I'm so sorry.
And you said 12 damage?
Yes.
Alrighty. And you still have your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
Can
that
I
you'd
just
like to do?
use? Can I use that just to pull my weapons out?
Pulling
'Cause I
your
had
weapon
my
out
hands
is a
out.
free action, so you can actually do that without using your action at all.
So then I don't really need my bonus action, so I don't. Yeah. No, not for this round. I don't need my bonus action. But I will use my movement just to jump off of Robon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have him move. I need to find his shit though. But that's my turn.
There we go. You have control over both of your tokens.
Oh, thank you. That's very important.
Mm-hmm. So. That is your turn. What are you having Rovan do as Rovan comes up?
Can you actually check that for me? I was trying to look at his things. Force empowered rend.
Mm-hmm. What
I
about
don't
it?
understand what that. I can't understand what it's saying. So it's under his actions.
It's his attack.
I'm gonna have my boy.
It's a melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier is what it is to hit. So under your spells, it's your +4. Your +4, and then it's a D8 plus your proficiency bonus of 3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was confused about. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. So, I'm gonna have my boy go ahead and start running up to attack
Alrighty.
to try to render him down.
Alrighty.
And jump right on top of him and stuff.
Alright.
And give him love bites.
Go on ahead, and since this is more of a grapple than a attack, go on ahead and roll an athletics check using his sheet.
He does have backups. Yeah, okay.
So it's +2 plus your proficiency bonus, so it's a +5.
So +5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's... Oh, that's actually not bad. I thought that was going to be worse. Okay. So that's 19, actually.
Yeah, that'll do it. As Rovan now has the dwarf grappled. Oh. Now it's the dwarf's turn.
Now,
And you're on deck, so keep that in mind.
Yep.
He's going to use one of his attacks. Nope. He was going to use one of his attacks to try and push It was going to try and push, well, actually, he'll use his bonus action to rage. Okay. That is a 15... Yes, okay. I need Rovan to roll an athletics to try and hold the grapple.
Okay.
As
Does he? Yeah, he has addition. Hold on, I went out of his sheet. I have an idea. Hold on. I'm gonna open 2 screens so then I have my and his open.
okay,
Because otherwise I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth and it'll take too much time.
that's fine.
It's hard to find his sheet sometimes. There he is. Okay. Alright, so athletics is +2. Alright. How's it dirty 20?
Well, sadly, that is beat out by a 22. So the dwarf has gotten out of the grapple. However, he had to use one of his attacks to get out of it.
Can you do that? I thought it was one action in total to break grapple.
Yes, it is. And he used his bonus action to rage. So, it is Odiel's turn.
Okay. Alright. We'll do that. I don't want to use up any more spells except for that, so I'm just using my bonus action for that. Okay. So I'm going to back up 1 spot. Hey, no, not that. Thank you very much. No. Why are you not moving? Mine isn't moving. Move on.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go. Thank you. Okay. So. I did that. I moved back one spot. I'm just going to say quickly, God, you are so much like Dwindle. You can't get down. I'm gonna use repeating shot,
All right.
and I'm gonna shoot twice.
That would be with your short bow?
Yeah.
All right. Fire with your short bow.
The first one. So we got a 24 and a 28 taken.
Both of those hit.
Beautiful. Okay. And then... Oh, and one of these I actually also have my absorb elements on too. Because of when I did my absorb elements earlier in the day. Remember when I did the when we were trying to get out of the prison? Yeah, when we were trying to get out of the cells and everything, I did absorb elements on the bars to absorb the lightning.
Yes, that is a reaction.
Yep, and I can use that towards an attack.
No.
No.
It is a reaction that captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next Oh, you do. That's right, you don't have it on... Well, it's next melee attack.
So I'll hold it for my melee.
Yes.
That's what it is. Okay.
That's why you haven't used it yet.
Yeah, I haven't attacked anybody. And I wasn't expecting to attack anybody.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It also doesn't actually specify... Oh, yes it
For
does.
how long?
The first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn. Then again... You know what? Rule of fun. Fuck it.
You want me to put this on there?
Yep. Why not?
Yeah? Okay, what was that again? Sorry. I moved away from it.
A d6 damage of the triggering type, so lightning.
Lightning, so yeah. So plus another 1d6. So.
On the first one.
Sorry. I got a 1 for that thing, just saying. So 12 total for the first hit, and then 9 total for the second hit. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use, continue my, heat metal.
And you said it was what for the second attack?
9.
9.
Yeah. And then it's another 2d8. No, why did I put the d8? And then that's 10 heat damage. Bonus action. And I'm still holding my reaction.
I'm a dumb.
How are you a dumb?
He's raging, so he's halving damage, and I don't know why. No, it's only half to certain types of damage. Never mind. I'm not a dumb. Haha.
You're just so used to the overpowered version.
Wait. That's not the end of my turn. I am going to use... I am going to quickly speak out, yelling towards Eddie, going, "You get me some backup? He's down in the dungeon! Guarding!"
Oh, wow. Well, he will on the top of his turn.
See, I did bring Eddie into the initiative.
Uh-huh. Except he rolled higher than you did, so we get to wait until the next round.
Wait, did he roll a nat 20?
Yes.
Oh my god. It's gonna be
And-
the only one he'll ever roll.
And he's
For the
got
next
an
4
addition,
sessions.
so... Now he's got an addition, so...
Oh god. That's terrifying.
But nonetheless...
We have backup coming eventually. Oh, next is Rovan though.
Mm-hmm. Rovan is next.
He's going to try to grapple again,
Okay.
which we said was the okay. Right. Yeah, that was close. No. That was a nat 1, so no.
Yeah. Yeah, that would cause issues, yeah.
Well, baby doesn't have bonus actions or anything, so. And he's just staying there and just growling. So, yeah.
Okay.
As he gets burned alive.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dwindle, about your friend.
Did he taste good?
As Rovan attempts to grapple once again, you watch as the dwarf, raging as he does, pushes Rovan off to the side, and he looks directly at Odile now as he uses one hand to hold the axe and hold Rovan back, and he points at Odile now, burning. The smell of flesh cooking and the fur underneath. And he just points at Odile. You said Dwindle. What do you know of the dwarf?
He's my companion! I've been traveling with him and everything!
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, because, one that can't really talk. You know what? We're going to white dice this time. Let's see if that works. Please. All these dice are going in jail. Just saying that. All my d20s are going in jail.
Well, since you used Dwindle's name specifically, I will allow you to roll at advantage on this one.
Thank you. No, because that was a nat 1. Doesn't have one.
I love stressing out my players.
Okay, an 18. Oh.
What do you mean you've been traveling with him?
Exactly what I mean. I've been just traveling with him. Like, I met him and the others, and we've been just traveling and stuff and fighting things. And
There are more
whatnot.
of you?
Not of me precisely, thankfully, but kind of.
Where?
Okay, I'm not answering that kind of question, especially with that tone.
Repudiate of him burning.
Like, I can have a civil conversation with you, buddy. I told you I didn't want to hurt you, but, like...
If Dwindle's here, best start talking. I've got words for them.
Dwindle's not here right now. He told us not to follow him. He made a portal somewhere. I'm guessing to your backyard now that you're yelling at me about it. But the girls
Dwindle's
followed
back
him.
in Flammenbroth.
Flaming broth. Oh, that explains why he said not to go.
Ha ha ha. And you're saying he went through the portal?
Yes. Should I not?
He then turns and bolts towards the portal.
10?
5,
I'm gonna
10,
die.
15, 20. I can't see with his portrait in the way. 25, 30, 35.
Dude, still burning alive.
Yeah, he is.
40, 45, 50, 60. No, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. What does Odio want to do?
I start chasing.
Are you gonna drop the concentration?
No, I'm hoping it slows him down.
So you're wanting to dash after him, I suppose?
Yes. Like, I dash after him.
And how much movement you got?
I got 30 feet, which would probably get me up to next to Rovon, which would give me perfect to get on top of him. Back on top of him.
Yep, because it takes 55 to get next to him.
Yeah, so just get me right back on top of him.
Wonderful.
And then I'll have his movement go and chase him.
Fair enough.
And
has
can
20
I
feet.
save an action that when I get close enough to him, I throw my sickle towards his feet to try to trip him up?
You can hold that action, yep.
Awesome. So yes, when I get close enough to him, I'm going to throw my sickle right towards his feet. Robon can't. Which Robon's?
You're fucking...
Oh, Robon's got 40 feet, so his dash is 80.
Mm-hmm.
Good boy. Love my baby boy. He's so fresh boy.
And then... your sickle...
Which has reading. Where's my sickle?
Yes.
That's a hit dice, right? Because that's still an attack, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is a thrown weapon. Well, it's not a weapon you can technically throw. So we're going to use 20 feet. Kind of like a dagger. We're going to allow for a 20-foot before disadvantage. So you'll wait until you're within 20 feet and try and throw it at him.
Okay.
So go on ahead and roll your d20 plus 6. Well, hold on. Oh, would that
Honestly,
be
I was
it?
gonna wait until I got to like. Well, that's what my sickle shows is a 6.
Yes. Yeah. Plus 6.
I won't put you in jail. Okay, this one was like, okay, please don't put me in jail. It's a 26.
Okay.
I didn't want to be put in jail.
You're able to throw it at him. And go on ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, 4 plus 3. Where's Spiky Boy? Spiky Boy. 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All he sees is a very bright light coming straight for his ankles.
Alright. Okay. And is that your turn? Is that Rovan's turn as well?
Yes.
Alright. You watch as it sinks into the back of his ankle and calf.
Oh.
And as his armor is still aglow, he has now stolen your sickle as he continues dashing down the stairs in a
I thought
fit
I have another one.
of furious. Strangely, there is a look of excitement, or a sound of excitement to his cackling as he makes his way down the stairs. And he disappears into the basement. And you and Rovan were able to get there.
Can we add another follower to the group?
I suppose you're going to be following him on your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep going. I'm guessing Eddie will eventually show up with the backup.
Well, Eddie sank into the floor as far as you know because you kind of left him behind. And as you follow down the stairs, you watch as you notice the tail end of the dwarf as he jumps through the portal.
Oh, Dwindle's gonna have fun with that.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, not my problem anymore. I did my duty. I protected this place.
I will stand my post. I will man my post. I will stand my ground.
I am now staying here, though. In front of this portal. Making sure ain't nobody else coming through. Like, excuse me?
And there is no way to warn anyone.
Nope.
As initiative comes to an end, as there is no longer a viable threat in front of Odile.
Live.
She did in fact live, and did more damage to the dwarf than he did to her.
I did a solo, and I came out unscathed.
Yes, she did. And you're sure Odile wants nothing to do with going in?
Not yet, at least.
Okay.
Not yet. Keyword, yet. She'll go in like a couple minutes.
What would the rest of our wonderful group like to do as back at Mama Dwindle's house?
I stand by that I would go back pretty quickly if everyone else seemed like they were going to stay there. If they looked like they were moving in that direction, then I'd go with them. Otherwise, I'd just kind of sneak off and do what I said I would do.
Dwindle's gonna go with him. Well, you might as well. You probably want to shop and stuff, so this is the best place to do it. Unless you're looking for magical needs, then that's a bit tight of an issue, I don't think. Mama, do we have any magic shops here? I can't think of any.
I would be really surprised if you did.
Yeah, all things considered.
And we draw for so surprises.
I'm also pretty good on supplies right now, so I'm not planning on shopping, and also I'm very, very broke, so I wouldn't be able to pay for it even if I was interested.
I need some new armor, and I think this is the best place to get it.
The armor. Mama, should we go to the shop?
You can do whatever you like. I'm not gonna stop you.
Alrighty.
Are
10
you,
or 20.
are you wanting to go to the back, or are you wanting to go to the actual shop front in the
Well, some of our best are best. My question is if she can afford it.
Yeah,
I mean,
depends on what she's
discount and
wanting.
all. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the discount.
Smiles.
So which would you prefer? Because I don't think I have any armor ready-made for her size.
I didn't think about that.
You're very tall.
Yeah, you get that a lot.
Our shop in the Anvil Quarter may have some armor that might be able to fit you. Might be a little snug. But if not, there are plenty of places in the Anvil Quarter we could look at.
That sounds good then. I suppose that's what we should do.
And that will give you a chance to look at Orvan's place, because you should probably do that.
Who?
she says, looking to Dwindle.
One more time. Sorry.
Well, we've got the shop in the Anvil Court there that we could take her to, and I'm sure that there's at least one piece of armor that may be a little snug on her, but we could take her to look at it at least. And since it's in the Anvil Quarter, that would give you a chance to go check Orvins.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Two goblins with one boulder.
My.
Go on, shoot.
He starts putting on the armor back on.
Yes. Donning on the armor before we go.
I don't wonder why I bother taking it off sometimes.
We got to sit and enjoy some cookies, which were really good. So.
They were amazing, by the way. They were almost like a snickerdoodle with like a solid caramel centerpiece that made it look like a shield. And overall, it was just really good, whether you ate it with the caramel in its like semi-hardened state, or if you followed what Dwindle did and kind of held it near a fire and like let the caramel remelt a little bit.
Okay.
But you all begin making your way back to the Anvil Quarter after Dwindle redons his armor.
Okay.
I would like perception checks from everyone.
Oh my.
No, you're fine, Odile.
17.
17.
11
11.
with a +7 modifier.
So 18.
No, that's already
Oh.
with it. I rolled a 4.
Got it. I am so sorry.
I got a 15.
A 15. Wonderful. So, May and Dwindle. Dwindle, firstly, on your way out, you notice the path and doors that stay locked that are connected to the old quarter. You notice on the doors, as you walk down the paths, these stone pathways back towards the Great Hall, you notice on the doors as you pass by, in the distance, obviously, as the old quarter is sealed off, and off to the side of the noble quarter that has taken up residence in the areas kind of removed from the old quarter. You notice on the doors, in one of the corners, something glows ever so gently. Something that looks familiar.
Nods, he's walking.
And as you all continue on, May and Dwindle both hear in the distance, in the far off distance, as it echoes and reverberates off of the stone walls that bounce along and around the great halls as you all make your way down back towards the Anvil Quarter, of course, having to pass through the great halls. you hear, ever so faintly and yet at the same time, one of the loudest noises that you've heard here yet. Snorage!
It just looks over.
The source is nowhere near you, nowhere to be found. It is on the other side of the Great Halls. And yet it pierces the air and reverberates off the stone walls in a voice that is familiar to Dwindle.
He cracks his neck, spreads his legs.
And with that,
I
we come to the end of episode 80. Because it is almost 9:40, 9:45, and of course I told Nyla I would be paying more attention to the time from now on.
Appreciate it.
So, as the sounds of dwarves bounce off the walls and the bustling city comes to a very silent and very sudden stop for a moment, it seems two dwarves now find each other in a place one may not have expected to find the other back. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for coming along on this journey with us. Thank you all for getting lost with the Will-O-Wisps. I do apologize that they dragged you so far into the woods, but I do hope that you all enjoyed, and we will keep the campfire roaring for you so that you have somewhere to sit and listen to their stories here next time in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Who knows? Maybe next time battle will rage on. Have a good evening, everybody.